counter was asking me questions. Where are you going? I says, I'm going to Zion Temple. Then he says, that is Dr. Gitwaza. I said, exactly. So he's known.
No, that
deserves a hand clap. Let me tell you something. Someday maybe we'll talk about a name. He has built a name. And we'll talk about the importance of a name. But you see, the evil spirits of the devil would say, Papa, we know, but who are you? We don't know you basically because you don't belong anywhere. Today you are here. Tomorrow you are in another place. The other day you are in another place. And you're just basically all over the place. Anybody who is all over the place belongs nowhere. If you're everywhere, then you're nowhere. I say one more time, if you're everywhere, then you're nowhere. Tonight, I hope that I am speaking to some people. I hope that there will be people tonight that will recommit and affirm their commitment to this house. Now let me run through very quickly. I want to talk to you about the roles of sons. Now that we have talked about the importance, I want to talk about the roles of sons. Roles of sons. Roles.
The roles.
Yeah, roles.
Sorry.
Yeah. Exactly. Roles of sons. Role number 1. As a son, you must know the heart of your father. You must know the heart of your father. So in the next 1 week, I'm going to be trying to catch his heart. Because that's the role of a son. A son is supposed to know the father's heart. What the father wants and what the father does not want. What pleases the father and what displeases the father. Because as a son, you can't keep displeasing your father. You have to desire to strongly do the things that your father desires you to do. Jesus did the same thing when he was on the earth. He says, what I have come to do, I have not come to accomplish my will, but I have come to accomplish the will of the Father. He says, I have not come to do my own business, but I have come to do the business of my Father. So a son must know and carry the heart of his father. Today, young men and young women are busy imitating their fathers, and fathers are not looking for imitators.
Uyu munsi ikibabaje nuko abasore n'inkumi icyo barimo bakora nukwigana base ariko barimo barashusha nk'abameze nk'abase ariko siko biri ntago ba data bashaka ababigana ba data barashaka abasa nabo.
Because you know Papa has a contagious smile, so when you're given a chance to come to the stage, you also smile.
Kubera yuko uziko umushumba intumwa aseka neza kandi sekoyo ikanyura benshi nawe wagera hanga ugaseka.
That will be a plastic thing. We're not looking for imitators. Fathers are looking for young men and young women that will carry their heart.
Ntabwo dushaka abantu bafite seko zo gutekinika, durashaka abantu bafite ibintu bafite mu mutima wabo baza bakagaragaza ibyuzuye umutima bisesekara inyuma.
So I ask you a question tonight.
Ndakubaza ikibazo uyu mugoroba.
Do you know the heart of Papa?
Umutima we urawuzi.
And if you don't know his heart, you will have a big assignment to try and find out what his heart is.
Ufite umukoro ukomeye cyane wo kugenda ukamenya ugasobanukirwa uko umutima umeze.
What is important to him as your Papa?
Ese ni iki cy'ingenzi kuri we nka so?
I was preaching in a conference in Nairobi, I think last month or the other month.
hashize ukwezi cyangwa amezi abiri nayo ndimo ndigisha mu giterane in Nairobi.
And I carried I think about 6 young people from my church.
Nari natwaye abasore nka batandatu bo mu rusengero rwanjye.
And I told them nothing.
Nta kintu nari nababwiye.
One of them was my youth pastor.
Umwe ni umushumba ukuriye urubyiruko.
In the middle of preaching I called him out.
Noneho ndimo ndigisha nza kumuhamagara.
I asked him, I said, what's my heart?
Ndangije ndamubaza ubundi nteye nte.
And I told him, if you don't tell me my heart,
ndamubwira kandi nutabimbwira,
I'll be so heartbroken
ndaza kubabara cyane
that I will leave you here.
kandi ndagusiga hano.
But the exact word I had in my sermon notes,
ariko ijambo nari nanditse mu byo ndi bwigishe,
is the exact word he mentioned.
niryo jambo nawe yavuze.
And the word was people.
Hanyuma ijambo abantu bararitangara cyangwa barumirwa.
People are important.
Ijambo riba abantu ni ingenzi.
I was so pleased with the young man.
Naranezerejwe cyane n'uwo musore.
I hugged him.
Ndamufata ndamuhobera.
And I said, I love you more.
Ndamubwira ndagukunze cyane.
It meant that he knew my heart. It meant that the short period he has been with me, he has been observing my ways. He has been seeing how I deal with people. He knows the importance I place on people. So, young men and young women tonight, you must know the heart of your father. You must carry the heart of your father. Say amen to that.
Amen.
Secondly, you must submit to your father's leadership 100%. You must submit. The role of a son or a daughter, by the way, when we talk about a son, we also include daughters. You're all in there.
Ugomba kuba umwana wubaha so. Nivuga umwana umenye umuhungu cyangwa umukobwa, ugomba kuba uri umuntu witeguriye kandi ugendera neza mu buyobozi bwa so.
The role of a son or a daughter is to submit 100%. Even when you don't feel like submitting, you submit.
Umurimo w'umwana nyakuri ni ukubaha no kugandukira umubyeyi we n'igihe cyose yumva ibyo arimo agiye gukora atabishaka cyangwa atabyumva ariko arabikora.
Many times we don't want to submit.
Kenshi twanga kuganduka.
Because when we